Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. Geopolitics. So a quick update, super quick update on the latest, just north of Izium in the Kharkiv region, south of Kharkiv, east of Kharkiv. The Ukrainian forces, after building up their troops and some armor for almost a month, they finally launched a counteroffensive on the close to the Izium front. They launched one offensive from Andriivka towards Balakliia, and throughout the day, a few hours earlier, it was thought that they had taken Balakleya, but no, they have not taken the town of Balakleya. They have, however, taken some settlements, like just outside of Balakleya, basically Verbivka, which is like a little village, and then from there there's still fighting ongoing on the outskirts of Balakleya, but from there they went north, and another group came from Ivanivka, right here. From that direction, from this direction, another group came from the north, and they went down here, and they have entered the settlement of Volokiviyar. So we're not sure if these two forces have met up yet, have been able to converge, but it seems that the Ukrainians have successfully taken all of these settlements now, because they're cut off, right? Although they're small, I mean, this is still a huge propaganda win, a huge PR win for the Ukrainians. Some of these settlements are tiny, but and they were not able to take Balakliia, but at the end of the day, Balakliia is under fire control. All the roads leading to it are in fire control. I mean, it's not encircled, but you see this road leading to it from the east. The Ukrainians could launch artillery towards it, although in the south there is a patch of forest in between the Ukrainians and the Russians, so the Ukrainians would have to go through that, and the Russians are sending reinforcements, so it remains to be seen if the Ukrainians can consolidate their positions, or if the Russians will shell them and use their air force and pick them off and launch a counterattack. We're not sure, but either way, the M103 is vital for Russia because it leads to Izium, and then from Izium it leads to Sloviansk. And the Russians were actually planning to launch an offensive towards Sloviansk from Izium. They've been fighting to take over the areas just south of Izium here. If you zoom in, there's a forest, there's a few forest patches, and they've been fighting, basically the Ukrainians have been fighting tooth and nail to prevent the Russians from moving forward. But now the Russians might have to redirect some of those forces, so this is a win for Ukraine, either way you look at it. Since the entire Kherson counteroffensive has began, I mean, the most success they've had at Kherson is basically, a village, and then in the David, I'll show you, actually I'll just show you. So the most success they've had here is that they've taken Visokopilya, the village of Visokopilya, and the rest of the settlements here are all basically the Ukrainians are on the west side of the Ingolets River. There's a river here called the Ingolets River, and the Russians are on the east side of it, and the river acts as a natural barrier. But over here, at the David Breed section, the Ukrainians have crossed the river, and they control the town of Suki Stavok. It's not certain what else they really, if they control these towns to the south, but there's conflicting claims. But basically, the Russians have taken out the pontoon bridges here and are just pounding the living crap out of the Ukrainian positions here, and the Ukrainians keep building pontoon bridges, the Russians keep destroying them, and it's a precarious situation. It's not a very good situation. So up till now, the most the Ukrainians had achieved was the village of Visokopilya and this right here. And at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, the Ukrainians sent 2 different waves on 2 days of ships. The second day was sailboats, the first day was barges and speedboats, and they lost 300 to 400 troops trying to take the nuclear power plant. But all the shelling did force Russia to shut down the nuclear power plant, right? And the Russians have delayed their referendum, which is another win for Ukraine. But aside from that, today is actually this would be the biggest win for Ukraine, I would say, strategically. And it's not even on the Kherson front, it's on the Izium front. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. That's a quick update. Before I go, though, I will show you the map from Rybar. This shows what happened earlier in the day. The forces came from the west, and then they didn't go to Balakliia, couldn't use the main road, went off-road, went north, and then later in the day some forces came from further north, and we're not sure if they've converged yet, but they almost certainly will. But again, it remains to be seen if they will be able to consolidate and gain a foothold here, or if the Russians, if their reinforcements will be able to prevail. So we're going to keep watching, and I'll keep you updated. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.